Welcome. If you're passionate about rare coins or just curious about the hidden value in everyday currency, you're in the right place. Here, you'll discover fascinating facts, incredible stories, and valuable insights about some of the most sought-after coins in history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a beginner, this journey into the world of rare Australian coins will spark your interest and maybe even lead you to a hidden treasure. Let's get started. The 1974 Elizabeth II Australian 20-cent coin might seem ordinary at first glance, but to seasoned collectors and sharp-eyed investors, it holds the potential to unlock incredible value. Struck during an era when coin designs and minting precision were still evolving, this coin has earned its place among Australia's most sought-after numismatic treasures. While not officially labeled a bicentennial coin, it hails from a time when Australia's identity and heritage were deeply embedded in its currency. The right coin, especially one with rare minting errors, unique die characteristics, or pristine condition, can be worth thousands, even millions, in private auctions or among elite collectors. Its value isn't just in the silver hue or Queen Elizabeth II portrait. It's in the rare imperfections and historical significance that elevate it above mere face value. The 1974 20-cent coin features the iconic image of Queen Elizabeth II. On the obverse, while the reverse bears Stuart Devlin's timeless depiction of a platypus, Australia's mysterious and beloved aquatic mammal. But not all coins from this year were created equal. Some possess rare variations, such as double strikes, off-center minting, or planchet errors, that make them stand out from the hundreds of millions minted. These unique anomalies, often invisible to the casual eye, are what transform a common pocket find into a millionaire's dream. Collectors across Australia and beyond relentlessly seek out these variants, knowing they could be holding history in their palms. History that could bring them unimaginable wealth. Among the most prized are those with value superimposed errors, a term collectors use when a denomination or key design element is mistakenly imprinted over another detail due to misaligned dies or improper striking. Such flaws, though seen as mistakes in minting, are golden opportunities for collectors. A single 1974 20-cent coin with a clear value superimposition error, especially if uncirculated or in mint state, can skyrocket in value. These anomalies are far rarer than people realize, and because many were either overlooked or spent as regular currency, their numbers in modern times are drastically limited. Rarity, as every collector knows, is the soul of value. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that was once worth just 20 cents and realizing it could fund a house, a business, or even a luxury lifestyle. That's the magic hidden in the 1974 Elizabeth II Australian 20-cent coin. Coins that were mass-produced and circulated in daily life decades ago have now become rare relics. In today's numismatic market, collectors are willing to pay extraordinary sums for even the smallest minting flaw, especially when the coin remains in pristine or nearly uncirculated condition. The right combination of error, shine, and story can catapult a coin's value from cents to hundreds of thousands, or more. That it's not just seasoned collectors who are cashing in. Everyday people are discovering that the coins tucked away in old drawers, forgotten purses, or inherited boxes could be life-changing. Social media and coin enthusiast groups are bursting with stories of people who've unknowingly possessed rare 20-cent coins from the 1970s, only to find out later that their seemingly worthless change was worth more than their car or even their home. The stories may sound like fantasy, but they are happening across Australia and the world. In fact, a well-preserved coin with the right error could fetch more at auction than a luxury sedan. These 1974 coins also hold emotional and cultural value, representing a time when Australia was embracing its identity post-Commonwealth transformation. Holding one is like gripping a sliver of national history, made even more meaningful if it's a rare version with historical inaccuracies. Such coins not only embody wealth, but also a story, a tale of flawed perfection, of mistakes turned into gold. That's part of their charm and why the demand continues to grow. In the end, coins like the rare 1974 Australian 20-cent are more than metallic discs. They're silent witnesses to time, economy, and the evolution of a nation. They're the unexpected treasures that bridge the gap between history and wealth, between ordinary and extraordinary. So, if you happen to come across one of these coins, don't dismiss it as pocket change. That simple piece of metal could be your ticket to financial freedom, an artifact of national pride, and like the rare and valuable bicentennial Australian 20-cent coins from 1981, especially those bearing Queen Elizabeth II's portrait with superimposed design quirks or minting anomalies. Though standard in appearance to the untrained eye, these coins can be hiding mind-blowing secrets in their metal, making them worth thousands, even millions, in the right collector's hands. The 1981 20-cent coin may appear ordinary, but it represents a powerful fusion of historical significance, minting mystery, and potential wealth that can rival lottery winnings. What makes these coins so extraordinary isn't just their age or mintage year. It's the combination of factors like mint errors, condition, rarity, and unique characteristics found in only a handful of surviving specimens. During the early 1980s, Australia outsourced some of its coin production due to high demand, resulting in coins being minted not only domestically but also in Canada and Wales. These different mint locations sometimes produced subtle variations in strike quality, design sharpness, and die alignment. In some cases, this resulted in rare anomalies like doubled rims, off-center strikes, weak mint marks, or even value digits appearing oddly superimposed or misaligned, turning them into hidden treasures. The key allure of the 1981 20-cent coin lies in these rare variants, especially those known to have distinctive die errors or remarkable misprints. For instance, some rare Australian 20-cent coins from this year are rumored to show double bar varieties behind the platypus's head or slight engraving shifts that give the appearance of value numerals being superimposed or blurred. While the general population spends these coins daily without a second thought, sharp-eyed collectors know they might be clutching a fortune in their fingertips. Imagine unknowingly possessing a coin that, because of a single printing flaw, could be valued in the tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Coin condition or grade dramatically affects value too. A flawless, uncirculated coin, preserved without a single scratch or blemish, can command far higher prices than one that has been in circulation. Collectors and auction houses actively hunt for pristine examples of the 1981 bicentennial 20-cent coin, particularly those showing unique error traits or oddities. Even a minor difference in detail, like a shadow behind the Queen's neck or a faint misalignment of the value imprint, can elevate a coin from common pocket change to museum-worthy status. Coins found in mint state or graded highly by professional appraisers often fetch jaw-dropping sums at auctions around the world. Beyond the technical details, these coins also carry rich symbolic weight. The 1981 issue sits just before the 1988 Australian bicentenary celebrations and represents a time when Australia was reflecting on 200 years of transformation. Queen Elizabeth II, featured on the obverse, adds a layer of historical gravity, as her enduring reign marked a connection between traditional British roots and Australia's evolving identity. Holding a coin from this time, the market for such coins is sizzling hot, with increasing numbers of collectors entering the scene. Each year, the buzz around rare coins has never been louder. Thanks to viral social media posts and record-breaking auction sales, more people are now aware of the fortunes hiding in their drawers and jars. A rare 20-cent coin from 1981, especially one with an eye-catching error or striking anomaly, could easily fetch life-changing sums. Stories have circulated of coins being valued at over $100,000 simply because of a unique double strike or minting flaw missed during production. These aren't myths. They're part of the thrilling reality of coin collecting. What makes this even more electrifying is the accessibility of the treasure hunt. Unlike rare antiques or paintings, which require insider connections or huge capital, coins like the 1981 20-cent pieces can be found in ordinary change, forgotten drawers, or old inherited collections. The thrill of discovering a rare coin in your own pocket is something anyone can experience. You don't need to be an expert. Just knowing what to look for, like superimposed values, mint errors, or off-center strikes, can put you on the path to a major financial discovery. In the end, the 1981 Australian bicentennial 20-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II may seem ordinary, but certain rare versions with minting errors, like superimposed values, double strikes, or misaligned designs, are worth a fortune. These hidden gems, especially in uncirculated or pristine condition, have captured the attention of collectors worldwide, with some selling for thousands or even millions. What was once pocket change could now be your ticket to unexpected wealth. So don't spend that old coin just yet. It might be far more valuable than you think. Third up, the allure of rare coins lies not just in their age, but in their story, and few are as captivating as the bicentennial rare Australia 20-cent coins from the 1969 Elizabeth series. Though the Australian bicentenary was officially celebrated in 1988, many coin enthusiasts and collectors refer to any rare pre-decimal and decimal coins with commemorative or historical significance as bicentennial treasures, and the 1969 20-cent coin fits the bill in an unexpected way. These coins, part of regular circulation, have become hidden gems in the eyes of numismatists because of their rare minting quirks, limited numbers in pristine condition, and rising global demand. The 1969 20-cent coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, has earned its legendary status thanks to small variations and striking anomalies that elevate its market value well beyond face worth. Among these anomalies, the most talked about are coins with misstrikes, off-center strikes, and those showing doubling errors, where part of the design appears to be stamped twice. Such minting errors, especially on older coins like the 1969 edition, are extremely rare, and when preserved in high grades such as uncirculated or proof-like condition, they can fetch thousands, even tens of thousands, at auction. What makes them even more desirable is that these mistakes are usually caught and discarded during production, meaning only a handful of flawed coins make it into circulation. The few that do often go unnoticed for decades until a sharp-eyed collector spots the value hidden beneath the tarnish of time. These imperfections turn simple pocket change into veritable gold mines. The true magic of these coins, however, lies in their subtle uniqueness. Unlike modern collector coins that are mass-produced with intentional commemorative designs, the 1969 20-cent pieces were never meant to be collector's items. That's what makes them so desirable today. They were forged for everyday use, passed from hand to hand, their value lying dormant until collectors began to see their potential. Add to that the fact that coins from this era were made of durable copper nickel, which ages remarkably well under the right conditions, and you have the perfect storm. An old, unassuming coin that can skyrocket in value simply because it has survived in unusually fine condition or carries an unusual imperfection. Collectors and investors alike have started scouring their stashes and local coin dealers for these elusive coins. A 1969 20-cent coin in mint state, especially one with documented errors or unusually sharp features, can now sell for staggering amounts. In a few cases, these coins have been valued well into the five-figure range, and when featured in specialty auctions with the right crowd, bidding wars break out like wildfire. For the lucky few who unknowingly held onto these coins since their pocket money days, the sudden realization that they might be sitting on a fortune is life-changing. Stories abound of people discovering these coins tucked away in old jars, drawers, or coin albums, later turning them into small fortunes. What makes the narrative even more gripping is the surge of global interest in Australian numismatics. As international collectors turn their gaze toward coins from the Southern Hemisphere, Australia's rich minting history becomes a hotspot. The demand is no longer limited to local enthusiasts. Collectors from Europe, Asia, and North America now compete fiercely for rare Australian decimal coins, particularly those from the 1960s and 70s, which are seen as undervalued compared to their counterparts from other Commonwealth nations. This global attention is pushing prices up fast, and 1969 Elizabeth 20-cent coins are riding that wave straight into elite investment territory. Yet, most people remain unaware of the treasure sitting in their change jars. Unlike gold or stock certificates, these coins don't announce their value with glitter or shine. Instead, they hide in plain sight, waiting for someone to recognize their true worth. The emotional thrill of discovering such a coin is as rich as the financial windfall it could bring. Imagine buying a coffee with a coin that, had you known better, could have bought you a luxury car. That's the powerful, almost magical twist to these historical artifacts. They're a reminder that wealth can be quiet, understated, and passed from hand to hand ultimately. The 1969 rare Australia 20-cent coin is more than just money. It's a piece of national heritage, a silent witness to decades of history, and potentially a life-changing asset. With rising interest, dwindling supply, and increasing awareness, its value is only set to climb. Whether you're a seasoned collector, a curious hobbyist, or someone just now realizing the hidden power of coins, the time to search is now. Because in your very own possession could be a 20-cent piece with the power to make you a millionaire, and all it takes is a closer look. Next up, the 1975 Elizabeth II 20-cent coin from Australia holds a fascinating place in numismatic circles, especially among collectors intrigued by coins with historical resonance and rare minting quirks. Though Australia's official bicentenary commemorations occurred in 1988, many collectors associate coins from the 1970s with the country's broader march toward bicentennial celebrations. The 1975 20-cent coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the iconic platypus on the reverse, may seem common at first glance. But hidden among these circulated pieces are rare varieties, errors, and potentially uncirculated gems that drive incredible value in today's collector market. One reason why some 1975 20-cent coins fetch astounding prices lies in their scarcity in pristine condition. Coins that were never put into circulation, known as mint state or proof-like coins, are exceptionally rare from this year. Most circulated coins suffered wear and tear, diminishing their appeal to collectors. However, if you're fortunate enough to possess a coin in near-flawless condition, especially one with a unique luster, strong strike, or cameo effect, it could command thousands, even tens of thousands, at auction. Collectors prize these pieces for their beauty, rarity, and historic charm, making them highly sought after. Even more exciting are the minting errors that slipped past quality control in 1975. Off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and broad strikes from this year are incredibly rare and can transform a humble 20-cent coin into a priceless treasure. These errors are considered freak accidents of the minting process, happy anomalies that are scarce by nature. For seasoned collectors, these flawed coins represent a thrilling blend of rarity and narrative. A simple misalignment, or a double impression of the Queen's portrait can be enough to spark a bidding war among collectors desperate to own a one-of-a-kind anomaly. Another compelling factor is the emotional and cultural resonance of the 1975 coin. Australia was experiencing political and social transformation during this time, the Whitlam dismissal being one of the most controversial events in Australian history. Owning a coin from such a pivotal year adds layers of historical depth to the piece. It's not just a currency, it's a frozen moment in time. This historical association adds enormous intangible value to these coins, especially for collectors who view numismatics not just as a hobby, but as a journey through time. Additionally, some numismatists speculate that unofficial or test strikes of bicentennial themes may have been minted earlier than the official 1988 release, including during the mid-70s. While no official bicentennial 20-cent coins were released in 1975, rumors and unverified collector reports suggest that a few experimental designs may have slipped into private hands or remained within mint archives. If proven or discovered, these experimental coins would become among the rarest and most valuable items in Australian numismatics, potentially fetching 6 to 7 figures. It's also important to note that coin values are not static. They're driven by collector demand, historical relevance, market trends, and rarity. A coin that was once worth only face value can skyrocket in price when a new variety is discovered or when demand surges due to renewed collector interest. Right now, there's a global boom in vintage and rare coin collecting, fueled by online auctions and social media, pushing prices higher than ever before. This makes now an incredibly opportune time to examine your old coin collections. What looks ordinary may be worth a fortune. For those holding on to old 20-cent coins from the 1970s, especially 1975, now is the time to inspect them carefully. Look for any signs of errors, test strikes, or high-quality mint condition features. Use a magnifier to check for doubling and lettering, anomalies in the Queen's portrait, or unusual edges. If anything seems out of the ordinary, it might be time to have your coin professionally graded or appraised. One seemingly simple coin could change your financial despite. In conclusion, the 1975 Australia 20-cent coin might appear as just another pocket change piece, but under the surface lies immense potential. Whether it's a rare error, a stunning uncirculated version, or a coin steeped in the echoes of Australia's changing tides, these coins offer more than face value. They offer fortune, legacy,